Welcome to the 35th episode of NPSee, the series that aims to bring the unimportant NPCs from games to light. Let us dive right into the vast province of Cyrodiil in the Elder Scrolls IV Oblivion. A long time ago in episode 6, the subject of that video, Astia and Ventius, mentioned the local rabble.
The men are all the same, drunk and shiftless.
This episode we shall look into these Rowdy Nords that work the harbour and their families to see how this port was fleshed out. Newheim the Portly is the harbour master, a larger-than-life Nord man that is considered rude and overbearing to some. Portly, in Oblivion, just means his face bulges a bit. Character designs have a lot to be desired here. Ugh, he's so ugly. Wilhelm the Worm is a not-quite beggar man that lives a squalid life in the warehouse, watching over them. He also walks around the docks, chatting and chilling. Heinrich Oakenhull, although he's technically not a dockworker, still hangs around the others in the harbour. He is a sailor currently stranded in Anvil, where he has a sizable house in town and a wood elf wife. Let's dive into their lives, shall we? Newheim introduces himself with,
I'm Newheim, Anvil Harbour Master. I'm responsible for all harbour traffic, docks, duties, and fees in Anvil Harbour.
and says of the port,
Traffic through Anvil Harbour comes mostly in exotic, high-profit goods, easy to transport by road or Mages Guild couriers to eastern markets.
Interesting. I wonder what goods that is. The biodiversity of the east versus the west is quite large, so doubtless they'll need to trade, but I haven't really thought about country exports in the Elder Scrolls much at all. Also, why Mages Guild couriers specifically? In Morrowind, the mages could teleport you to other guild halls, nice means of fast travel.
Dirt, everywhere, dirt. Can we hurry this along?
That's not the case in Oblivion, but that would be mighty efficient couriering.
Here, take a copy, it's free!
What would be the fate of the courier?
I've been looking for you. Got this note.
Fools!
Victory is yours. I submit.
Will you get it over with?
The game.
I digress. Wilhelm introduces himself.
They call me Wilhelm the Worm, because dirt suits me fine. Town lets me live in the warehouse to keep out the rats.
A dirty man who's fine with it, I suppose.
Nice, friendly folk in Anvil. Even the Countess greets me in the street. Well, except for that Newheim the Portly. He's a mean old scrote.
Scrote. Heinrich tells his story.
Heinrich Oakenhull, captain and shipmaster. My ship is in for refitting, so I'm high and dry for a while.
And asking of Anvil.
Anvil wouldn't be my choice for a refit. No proper yard, neither spars nor scantlings in good supply. But it's ill luck to complain.
Okay. It's a little suspicious given his wife lives here. Surely that makes it better to be refitting here? Whatever refitting is. I'm sure the relationship is just fine. Newheim wakes up at 6 and lingers at home, then heads to the docks to work at 8 AM. He remains roaming and chatting for the day, ending it at 6 PM to eat and relax at home until bedtime at 10 PM. On Sundays, he takes the day for himself, wandering about town instead. Willie wakes up at 6 and heads right outside for the day to wander the city, mostly the dockyards. At 6 he heads back inside his home for dinner, then back out at 8 PM to chill in the chilly air. Only at 2 AM will Willie walk back inside to sleep. Heinrich starts his day alongside his wife at 6 AM, spending the morning with her, surely having a good time.
Good morning.
What?
They say that when you murder someone, the Dark Brotherhood comes.
He departs at 8 AM to the docks, spending time with the others and waiting for his ship refit. Forever. He does this all day aside from lunch at the Flowing Bowl from 12 to 2 and dinner there at 6. Usually at 8 PM he heads home. On Tierdas and Turdas, however, he instead goes to the castle at 7 PM to join the Countess at her dinner party. So why would he not like Anvil if he's even friends with the flipping Countess? What could possibly make him not like it here? Newheim lives not on the docks, but just into town near the gates that lead there. His house is one of the large ones on the western plaza, sharing the Anvil aesthetic of white bricks and reddish roof. The front door leads to a small foyer largely taken up by a staircase. The ground floor is for living and dining, and there is a back door around the corner. The upper floor is the bedroom. It's a good middle-class house. Wilhelm lives in the dock warehouse, a small construction of Anvil make. It is along the east side, wedged and partially hidden between two other harbour buildings. Inside it has only 2 rooms of note. Down a step is the room full of shelves for storage, and upstairs is another room full of storage. Hidden away at the back of the upper floor, Wilhelm has a small space that he squats. Heinrich lives in one of the largest homes in Anvil, adjacent to the Chapel of Debella on the east side. It's so big, yet he doesn't like staying in Anvil. Inside the doors is a pleasing dining room set for many guests and a comfortable living room. A staircase leads up to the living quarters where there's a general space and 2 bedrooms, a guest one and a main one, where the couple sleep. The house as a whole is lovely, fit for an affluent family. None of these men fight back in any particularly interesting way. They all flail their fists and flee. They all flail their fists and flee and flare.
Someone's been murdered!
Stop! By the gods!
Newheim wears a blue and green outfit and a pair of quilted shoes. Wilhelm dresses pretty badly in a huntsman's vest and sackcloth pants with matching sandals. He carries a bit of Heinrich wears an understated brown shirt with light brown linens and thick pigskin shoes. It's just pigskin. He carries his house key and guess what? Go! The harbour looks out upon the sea. I realized while making this episode that I'd never tried swimming down there and seeing how far I can go and what lies beneath. My hypothesis was that it was a mere barren wasteland full of slaughterfish. To do this properly, we need to say hello to a new crow. Let's be guided on this journey by Squawks with Crows, the new Argonian version. Well, it's not quite an upgrade, it's sort of just a lateral move. Slaughterfish? Anything? I was wrong. It's a barren wasteland full of glitchy textures and absolutely nothing else. The underwater view distance makes it quite eerie. The only thing is rocks and shrubs, but you can go beyond the weird textures and underneath is more rocks and shrubs. It turns out you can swim literally all the way to the edge of the map when heading southwest. The invisible borders pull you back in, so you just can't touch Valenwood. However, on the other side, you can make landfall on Hammerfell's shores. I couldn't find much of value along the coast. Well, nothing at all, really. Further north, close to the Hammerfell border, is a shipwreck lodged in land. It's something. Let the NPCs Newheim, Wilhelm, and Heinrich be NPC'd. Thank you for joining me, and hope to see you again in the next episode. Heinrich wears an